Hello, fellow library lover, and welcome to another webinar in which we'll discuss an online database in detail. Today, we'll be discussing the card catalog. Yes, that's very exciting, I understand, and we're taking a step back from the online databases that we've covered over the last couple of weeks. So today, I'm going to be helping you figure out how to look at and find and reserve books, audiobooks, CDs, DVDs, and audiobooks from the library's card catalog. Hi, my name is Stuart Schaefer, and I'm the head of the reference department at the Farmingdale Public Library. And if after this presentation you need to speak to me or email me, you can contact me at fdaleref@nassaulibrary.org, or you can call me when the library is open at 516-249-9090, extension 203. And to do everything that we're going to need to do today, you're going to need your library card. On the back is a 14-digit number. It starts with a prefix of 21736, and then there are 9 digits or so, 9 digits after that, for a total of 14 digits in the library barcode. You're going to need that to do this and to reserve books. But just to look for books and to see what we have in our collection, you will not need your barcode. You could search without it. So without further ado, I'm sharing my screen. You're seeing what I'm seeing. And this is the front page of the library's website at farmingdalelibrary.org. And I'm going to scroll down towards the bottom on the left side. And under announcements, I just highlighted it. And under that is a link or a box for searching the card catalog. That's what we're going to do. And I'm going to show you a couple of variations on a theme as we go through this presentation. And I want to look for books by John Grisham. So I typed in his name, John Grisham, and at the top of the screen, you'll see a little in the red box, a note that says material delivery between libraries is suspended until further notice. Holds will not be deleted, but most requests will not be fulfilled until operations at libraries are able to resume. Please consider our ebook service, which is RB Digital Magazines and Overdrive/Libby, which I've discussed at other prior webinars that I've discussed and covered. So we're looking at all of John Grisham's items, not just books, but this includes audiobooks and books on CD and books and paperbacks and everything. It looks like there are 177 items for John Grisham. And I'm going to show you that we sorted by just the items in Farmingdale. That's what that check is. And let's just click on the link for books. If you notice under articles over here, you can filter it by either book or ebook or audiobook or large print or audiobook CDs. And other options include DVDs/videos and eDocs. And I clicked on this more icon to come up with this box over here. But in any event, I just want to look for his books. And also, I want to look for his new books. Note also that we went from 177 items to 46. So it looks like there are 131 non-book items that we own in the Farmingdale Library. So we filtered it down by quite a bit. The other thing I'd like to do is I want to look for his newer books. And if at the top you look for sorted by relevance, I'm going to click on date, and that's going to bring up the newest books first. And if you notice, the first book here, it is from 2019, but it looks like this is a juvenile book. They'll put it in the juvenile section. I want to look for The Guardians. That's the one I want to look at. But I'm going to click on that, the title, and this gives me a lot of information once I click on it. I have the title and the author. It's a book. It's published by Doubleday in 2019. It's the first edition. And I can click on this little plus over here to show the remaining copies in remaining libraries. I'm going to click on that, and It looks like Baldwin has a bunch of copies, and so does Bayville. They just have one. Belmore has a bunch. Then there's Bethpage and East Meadow, East Rockaway, East Williston, Elmont, Farmingdale, adult. So it looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 copies. One of them is in our Express collection. And well, at this point, you won't be able to get to it, but you can call the library once we open, and we will be doing curbside pickup at some point, probably later in June. But that copy, that's our Express copy, which you have 2 weeks to read. It is available. It says check shelves. And so you actually be able to call the library, and we'll pick it up, and we'll call you, and then we can make an appointment when you're going to pick up the item. In any event, if you scroll down towards the bottom of the screen, this is a very popular book. There are many copies available. We have the edition. It's 375 pages. These are some of the subjects that the book deals with: false imprisonment, murder, priests, justice, race relations, Florida, and African Americans. The genre of the book is it's a suspense fiction title, and it's a legal story. And if you wanted to get a couple of reviews from the book, you can just click under extras, under reviews, and you'll get the book list review from 2019 or the Kirkus review from 2019 also. LJ, Library Journal, did a review also, and Publishers Weekly Annex review is over here. So if you're really not sure if you want to read the book or if you like the plot, take a look at these reviews at the bottom of the bibliographic entry. This is a long one because it's a very popular book. In any event, I'm going to go back because I want to find a John Grisham book that I can place on hold for you, so I can show you how to use the hold function. And I'm going to uncheck Farmingdale because we might theoretically have not bought his most recent book. And there's The Accomplice from 2020. So I'm going to click on that, and I just want to say, okay, I want to reserve this book. And at the top of the page, we have this request it link right over here. I'm going to click on that. And this is where you're going to need your library card to reserve the book. I'm going to put mine in. Yes, I actually remember the 14 digits. However, you will not find out my barcode, or I'm sorry, my password, also known as the PIN. I'm going to click on Login. My computer is asking me, do I want to remember it? No, actually, I don't. So I can click Request It, and this icon or this window comes up. If I click I have a deadline for this material, this window or this checkbox appears. I do not need this title after, and you would choose a certain date in the future. Let's say July 15th, 2020. And then if I do that and submit, if I don't get the book before that, July 15th, 2020, then they're just going to cancel my hold. If you're really interested in a book, don't fill this out. Just click Submit, and you get a green check mark which says, whoops, yes, not whoops, excuse me. It says, yes, your request for The Accomplice was successful. When it's ready, you will be able to pick up this material at Farmingdale. We'll call you if we're still doing curbside pickup. We'll call you to tell you that it's ready. Just keep in mind that other libraries are not sending items because of the pandemic. That is subject to change. I don't know when it will change, but if it does, we'll let you know. We're very good at communicating to our patrons what's available and when it's available and what you should be doing. So if you wanted to do some other material, other things, you can click on My Account. And I just did. And if you notice on the left side, I have one hold. That's the blue icon over here. And there's an option for reading history. The default for reading history is that it's turned off. That means the card catalog is not remembering what you're reading, what books you've read or taken out. You have to turn it on. It's a privacy issue. So if you do want to have an ongoing list of books that you've taken out from the library, you need to actually change it to save reading history. You have an option to do some preferred searches. So if you were looking for just John Grisham books or nonfiction books in, let's say, baseball, you can save a search and then come back to it at a later date so you don't have to reproduce that search. I have 4 checkouts over here. The first one is Ready, Set, Breathe, then more Laugh Out Loud jokes for kids, Top Secret, a handbook of codes, ciphers, and secret writing, and then Explore Academy code breaking activity adventure. This gives you the title of the book, which I just read, then the barcode of the book, which is useful so that if you need to tell a librarian or a clerk which book you have out, you can specify exactly which book it is. If we have multiple copies of a John Grisham book, for example, now you'll have a barcode which is attached to a specific book. You have the status of the book, when it's due, and also a call number where you'll find it in the library. Just remember, nonfiction books are the ones with numbers. Fiction books are the ones like Fiction Grisham or Fiction Steele or science fiction or mystery and the author's last name. Also, if you had any books that were had a fine or a fee, click on this link. I don't have any, but it'll tell you what the fine is. And you can actually pay online with a credit card. Or you can come into the library and pay at the circulation desk. I'm going to click on My eBooks. And it looks like I have Start with Why, How Great Leaders Inspire Everyone to Take Action. This item is available for checkout from Overdrive for the next 2 days. And I actually could check it out right here by clicking on this icon right here where it says, well, checkout. And down here, how do I view my ebook? That's if you do check it out and you're unsure how to read it on your tablet or smartphone. You should also check out my my webinar on Overdrive. I did cover that, how to download books and how to use Libby, I believe. And if you have any questions, give me a call at the library or send me an email at fdaleRef@nassaulibrary.org. So I'm going to go back to the original Alice screen search. I'm going to cancel. And I just wanted to show you some library links. If you wanted to see participating Nassau libraries, this is a link to all of them. There's the Farmingdale Library right over here. But this is just an alphabetical list of all the libraries with links. So this will help you go directly to their websites. If you wanted to get any of the New York Times bestseller lists at the top of the page, there's a link for the children's bestsellers, adults bestsellers, and picture books. And children's is broken down by young adult, children's middle, and children's series. The adult bestseller books are broken out by adult fiction and nonfiction. Let's just click a nonfiction section. And now you have a very nice screen with the New York Times bestseller list, nonfiction. And number 1 was Is Untamed, then Plague of Corruption, Michelle Obama's Becoming, Splendid and the Vile, and so on. It looks like it also tells you how the book ranked last week, the weeks on the list, and the ISBN. And even more importantly, if you wanted to reserve one of these books because you found it interesting, just click on the title, the picture right here. And what happened? What happened? I'm going to click on that again, and I'm going to I want to click on Untamed, let's say. and it should take me to the title. Okay, let me try this again. And I'm going to try, let's say, Michelle Obama's book. That's interesting. It looks like I can't hold it, or reserve it. However, um, when I do want to do this, or at some point you'll be able to reserve the book directly and then just place a hold like I did. And this is a list of all the titles, up to, it looks like 15 of them. And just let me try one more thing. Nope, that is really odd. I've not seen that. In any event, this is the link to the New York Times bestseller lists, the children's, adult, and picture books. There's a section of special collections all over in Nassau County. Some libraries, or in particular, the Jewish library, some libraries have specific collections that are special. The library, Farmingdale Library, has the Head Injury Collection. Hempstead has the Long Island Collection. Roosevelt has the Black Heritage Collection. Lakeview also has a Black Heritage Collection. And if you click on any of these titles, you'll find the books that are in that particular collection, which may or may not be useful for you. However, it's there. And I think that really does kind of cover it. So I take these, I record them, I post them to YouTube. It'll be up in probably about 10 minutes or so. I've done many other databases like New York Times Online, Reference USA, Science, In Context, and many, many others. Just do a YouTube search for Farmingdale Public Library and the videos will come up along with other content that other librarians are generating. Also, please check out Instagram. The Farmingdale Public Library is putting out content up there in the adult room, adult section, and children's. And that's also available free for you. And if you have any questions, please give me a call at the library or email me at fdaleruff@nassaulibrary.org. And just to give you a heads up, I post on Tuesday and Friday nights. Today is Tuesday, so another one should be coming on Friday. And I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions, again, email me. And I'll talk to you soon. Take care.